Well, hello, hello. How are you doing? How are you doing? This is the S. Anthony Thomas. This is the S. Anthony Says podcast. How are you doing? This is episode number 377. I am back, my friends. Thank you for the kindness. Didn't mean to worry you. I didn't actually quit the podcast. I just had some other projects I had to work on. I'm still working on those projects, but I've gotten over the hump on those projects. So now I can get back to doing this, my friends. Thank you for missing me. Thank you for your kind words, my friend. Much love to all of you. And let's go. All right. I posted on Facebook that I was moving to a plant-based diet. And I really didn't think much of it. Sometimes you post something on social media, you don't really think that anybody's going to pay attention to it. You don't really think it's going to cause any kind of ripple effect. You don't really think you're going to get phone calls, direct messages, and email off of something innocuous. It just says, I'm moving to a plant-based diet. That's all I said. I did not say I was becoming a vegan. I did not say I was becoming a vegetarian. I was just saying that the most of the stuff that's going to go in my stomach, the overwhelming majority of it will be plants. That's what I said. But like I just said, I got a lot of emails and direct messages and phone calls and things of that nature. The amount of phone calls and emails and direct messages you would have gotten as a person if you were going through some kind of psychological crisis. You know, the kind of crisis. I imagine this is the amount of email and messages and phone calls I would have gotten had people discovered I was on hard drugs or something. Right? But I just made a choice to be healthier. You know, like back when I was living in LA and I looked like a black Bruce Lee. I want to get back to that, but no. All of a sudden, people who didn't call as much are now direct messaging me and emailing me and stuff. Right? Trying to corrupt me. Right? People that I only see maybe once every couple of months, all of a sudden are direct messaging me every day talking about, hey, maybe we should get together for a double quadruple cheesesteak with double meat juice poured on it. A double quadruple cheesesteak with meat juice poured on it? That's not even a thing. I'm not calling you about that because I'm trying to stop you from getting on this plant-based diet. This is just like a regular phone call, regular contact, because I haven't seen you in a while, and I figure I'm going to drive down to New Jersey and I'll pick you up, and then, we'll go someplace and, we'll just have some double meat broth with double meat in it and quadruple meat with meat water. Okay, this wouldn't have anything to do with the fact that I'm moving to a plant-based diet and you're trying to stop that. No. What are you talking about? Yeah, because I'm serious about this plant-based diet thing, man. Even if we did get together, I'm gonna eat healthy no matter where we go. Okay, no problem. Just give me a call. We'll get together. And we'll definitely have a quadruple cheeseburger with bacon wrapped around it and then wrapped around the bun, dipped in cheese and double bacon juice. Dude, what are you talking about? I always eat that way. No, you don't. I'll talk to you later. Jeez Louise. Hello? Hi. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, we haven't talked in a while. Look, I don't know what's going on with this, but we broke up. We're still cool and everything, but I don't want to get back together. Oh, no, it's nothing like that. I saw on social media that you're moving to a plant-based diet. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the, that's no big deal. I'm definitely not calling because of that, but I was just wondering, I don't want to get back together because you made it clear that my ridiculous amount of jealousy made it impossible for us to be in a relationship. But I was wondering if, maybe you could come over to my place and we could just talk, and, we'll just I'll cook for you. You'll cook? You'll cook. Yes, I will cook for you. You act like when we were together I never cooked. 'Cause you didn't. Well, I'm going to make something for you. I'm going to make, we're going to have pancakes with steak on it. We're going to have some double lard with quadruple bacon and some chicken chunks. No. Oh, come on. Well, how about this? How about for old time's sake, you come over here at night and we can do what we did the night we broke up when you said, when I said one last one for the road, and you said okay, and I remember, and then you climbed in my bed, and and you put whipped cream on me, and I remember. So how about you come over and for some more of that? How much, if I come over there and put that work in on you, daggone well it's going to turn into something, and I don't want to do that. No, I promise you, no strings attached. It's just I miss you, and I broke up with the guy. He's a scumbag, and I just really, women have needs too, and I really like to. Okay, so maybe I will come over there and take care of that business. I'll get some whipped cream. No, don't bring whipped cream. I was wondering if you could, instead of putting whipped cream on my boobs, if you could get some bacon bits and pick up a double cheeseburger. You could put that on my butt cheeks. And what the hell? No, if I come over and give you the business, it's going to be with this. I'm going to there's going to be light whipped cream on your boobs, and it was going to be some tomato chunks on your butt. You're not putting tomato chunks on my butt. That's disgusting. That's wrong. Hey, goodbye. Oh God, I should have just shut up and ate the meat, and I enjoyed banging her. Oh boy. All right. Well, who's calling now? Right? And it was it wasn't that bad, but it was a whole bunch of people trying to corrupt my ass. People who never made any kind of suggestions on what I would eat before, all of a sudden trying to corrupt me, trying to get me to eat meat. I never said I was going to stop eating meat. I just said I was going to stop eating a whole lot of meat. Damn it. Why do people always do that when you try to make a change? They always try to corrupt you. Right? You decide to get married, all of a sudden, what happens? A guy who would always go, hey man, you don't need to be looking at that girl's butt, man. You got a girlfriend. Right? But the second you decide you want to get married, all of a sudden he's got 15 hookers, right? At your house, right? A bunch of your friends tie you to a chair. Your bunch of hookers are sitting on your lap and rubbing stuff in your face, and you're going, okay, you didn't actually fight off the hookers. You're going, but because, anyway, F y'all, right? What is it about the change? I'm going to go to the gym. Hey, you don't got to go to the gym. What are you going to the gym for? Come hang out with us. I heard on the news the other day, there's a new scientific study that says eating cupcakes and drinking chocolate milk and sitting sedentary in a chair for 10 hours a day is good for you. No one said that. Maybe you didn't say it. Maybe you just look it up on the internet. Maybe you're lying. I gotta go. Folks, every time you try to make a change, there's always someone sliding in trying to mess it up for you. Those people ain't crap. Right? But then if you think about it, on the other side of the game, I had people who were friends of mine in LA who saw the post and heard about the fact that I was moving to a plant-based diet, and all of a sudden they started going nuts. They were just as bad, even worse than the people who were trying to corrupt me by making me eat the meat and all of that crap they call them. Hello, S. Anthony. I heard that you're moving to be like one of us. I understand you're going to move to a vegan, double vegan, quadruple vegan diet. No meat. Is that right? No, I just said, oh God, information gets warped when it travels. I just said I was going to move to a plant-based diet. And what that means was I'm going to have most of the stuff that I eat be plants and fruit. Fruit and vegetables. I just said it was going to be most of the things. I didn't say, that's how we all start. And then you start feeling better, as Anthony. And all of a sudden, your weight starts dropping off faster. You start sleeping better. Your muscles grow. You start feeling good. You have more endurance, right? You won't have erectile dysfunction. And then, hey, whoa. Who said I had erectile dysfunction? Well, you are 51 years old. You're going to tell me that you still have the kind of business, you can handle business the way you did when you were 24 and 25 and in the gym all the time and eating healthy? Yeah, I mean, I acknowledge that I'm not 25 years old anymore, but I'm not walking around, believe me, ain't nobody calling me Mr. Softy, if you understand what I'm saying. Yeah, right. So that's why you abruptly decided to go to a vegetable-based diet. It was just weight loss, which you've already been doing anyway, and it has nothing to do with that, I'm sure. Whoa, you gonna call me up, and this is how you start off the conversation? You started insulting my lap stuff? What kind of friend are you? The kind of friend who wants to help you out. I'm a couple of years older than you, and just like you, I had erectile dysfunction. I don't have erectile dysfunction. Of course you don't. Anyway, and so I started to eat a vegan diet. And the weight just melted off, and I started feeling better. And I'll put it to you this way: let's just say that problem doesn't exist for me anymore, or I'm not back to where I was when I was in my 20s, but I'm damn sure back to where I was when I was in my 30s. Okay, so I don't have that problem, dude. Of course you don't. You're different than every other guy with genitals. You're different than every other guy in history. You, for some reason, just that part of your body got frozen in time and works just like it did back then. Sure, buddy. What the? I thought you were just calling to say hello, maybe give me a couple of tips on diet. Now you're sitting there, you spent the last 25 minutes insulting the junk. The hell is wrong with you? I'm just trying to help you out. Okay? So now that you're going to be definitely becoming completely vegan, come, dude, you insult my junk and now you're making up stuff? Come on, Anthony, this is how it begins. You start eating healthier, then all of a sudden, when your junk starts working, your junk works, but your junk works. I'm doing air quotes, even though you can't see me on the phone. Better. You're gonna be one of us. You're not exactly making it enticing. Oh, not a problem. All I'm saying is, listen, here's some tips. Get rid of all the meat, okay? Do like I'm doing, okay? In the morning, I have a glass of diet water. My wife, she's been a vegan longer than me. She's moved on to, air sandwiches and diet ice chips. That's what she has. And, my kids, what are the kids eating? My kids actually eat meat and they think we're both freaks. But that's a different story. They've moved out of the house, so the hell with them. And if they don't move to what we're doing, then we're gonna kick them out of the will. The hell with those little bastards. Okay. So basically what you're saying is you don't want me to eat anything. No, I'm just saying eat healthier. Eat healthier. Okay, look, I appreciate the phone call, but you're getting a little weird here. I gotta go now. I gotta go meet some people. You gonna do what to some people? I gotta go meet some people. Meet people? Meet? Don't say meet. Okay? Honey, he's going to meet people. He said meet? Give me the phone. Yay. And say, Anthony, do not say meat. Don't even say meat, because if you say the word meat, you're going to think about meat. Okay? Don't say meat. I say I'm going to go experience some people. I'm going to have a gathering with some people. A gathering is very much like grazing, where cows graze green vegetables, but not meat. Don't say meat. Okay. I'm going to a gathering. That sounds better. Gathering. Okay, togetherness. That's great. Grazing vegetables. That's better. Gathering. Yeah, and after when I get with those people, we're gonna have we're just gonna talk about some stuff that I'm working on. That's why we're having this long meeting. Meeting? That's worse than meat. Meat makes you think of meat and being a carnivore and killing animals, but meeting is worse. Meeting is much, much worse. Meeting, it has the word meat in it and eating. So it's not only are you have meat, but it's meat and you're eating it. You're literally eating meat. In one word, eating, it's the same thing. Wow. I can see why that marriage has lasted so long, but what I don't know is, why your kids haven't, had an intervention with you. Well, they did say they were going to be coming to the house with every other member of the family, several psychiatrists, and the police, but I figured it's just a gathering. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Okay, I will talk to you guys later. I gotta go do some stuff. Definitely not gathering. Very good, very good. So you tell him I said, I love both of you guys. You guys are a great, one of my favorite couples. You're a great couple, no matter, how weird you are. With the jokes, okay. All right, I'll talk to you later. Wow. Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear what I had to put up with? Trying to do my damn podcast and I got my weird ass friends. Okay, let's talk what I wanted to talk about. This is a weird thing. I go to the corner store and I just want to buy a couple of things, right? I walk into the corner store and no one in the store speaks English at all. Not having a trouble understanding the language. I've dealt with that before, but they spoke no English. Now, sometimes you go into a store and the person has English as their second language and it takes them a while to make the translation. So you have to be patient with them. And that's cool. I have no problem with that. I mean, let's be honest. Sometimes the customers would come into the store and make fun of them because, come on, man, you don't know how to speak English, man. And I usually defend them. I'm like, yo, dude, chill, man. This guy is coming from another country or from another a land or whatever, and he's coming here. And she's coming here and they're starting a new business in a different country in a second language. Do you think you could go to Korea or Vietnam or these other countries and things of that nature and start a business and learn how to do transactions? Oh, yeah, well, exactly. You right, old head. You right. Right? But in this particular case, I was the only one in the store and the lady behind the counter spoke Spanish, but zero English, none. And I'm going, oh, well, I mean, like I said, I've already talked to other dudes, like, give people a break. Don't be so hard on people. Not a big deal. Right. So a guy walks from the back of the store and I'm going, this is great. He looks at me smiling but he does not speak English at all. Ooh. And I got a couple things I got to buy. Oh. And I don't want to walk out of the store and not give them the business just because they don't speak the language. But I'm pressed for time. I don't have time to, go through this whole process. And I'm like, oh God, but I feel guilty. I don't want to leave. And then the guy pulls his phone out of his pocket and I'm thinking he's going to call somebody. I'm going to talk to somebody on the phone and have them I said, well, all right. And I look at his phone and it was not someone on the phone. It was Google Translate. That is one of them apps on the phone that you actually speak into it and it translates the language that you speak into the language that the other person speaks. So he starts speaking in Spanish to the phone. Right? I don't remember what he said. Whatever, right? And the phone goes, how may I help you, sir? What would you like to buy? And I go, so I pull out my phone, turn on my Google Translate, and I go, I'd like to buy bub. And the phone goes, bing, to him. And he goes, oh, okay. And the phone goes, that's in aisle 6. I go, okay. So we basically are conversing. He's literally talking into his phone. And the voice comes out and translates to me. I'm talking into my phone and it comes out and translates. And we're literally not even looking at each other. We're looking at the phone and talking to each other. It was like having two teenagers standing next to each other, texting each other on the couch like some of my little cousins used to do. And it was the weirdest thing ever. But it was also the coolest thing ever. I mean, just think about that. Two phones. Right? He didn't have an expensive phone. I don't have an expensive phone. Two inexpensive phones, two dudes who don't know what the hell the other one's saying, and we had a whole conversation. Here's the other thing. After the transaction was over, we actually stood there for a couple of more minutes having small talk. How long you been in Philadelphia, man?
My family just moved here. We became citizens a while ago. I love this country.
Oh, okay.
Are you from Philadelphia?
Yeah, I'm originally from Philadelphia. I'm living someplace else now, but yeah, I'm here visiting some family. Bing! So we're doing that, and then, and then I realized, damn it, I was complaining about all this other kind of stuff, and I'm going to be late now because I'm spending 10 minutes not looking at a guy talking into my phone. My phone talks to him, and he's looking at his phone, talking to his phone while his phone talks to me. But it was pretty damn cool. Just goes to show you. A lot of times when a person doesn't speak the language that you speak, you tend to think that they're not an intelligent person. I don't believe that, but I've seen people who believe that. Right? They speak loud or they yell or they get frustrated. No need to do that. No need to do that. Everybody's, pretty cool if you just give them a chance. So I shook his hand. And he walked back. Right? And his sister was behind the counter watching this whole thing. And obviously she understood what was going on because she could hear the translations. Right? And she pulled out her phone.
You've got cute dimples.
And my phone was still out. Yeah. And I said some stuff into the phone. And she smiles. And then 2 days later, we getting it on. And obviously the translation wasn't necessary because yeah girl, you don't need to translate that. Phones get messy when you're laying on them naked. Don't judge me, she was hot. F y'all. Okay, folks, we are done here. This has been episode number 377 of the S. Anthony Says podcast. Much love to you. I'm glad to be back. Thank you for missing me. Thank you for loving me, my friends. I love you bastards too. And I will see your punk asses next week. Just to let you know, and I know you're going to do it. Don't send me no damn emails when I say this, because I have to say this at the end of the show. This show is on Stitcher, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, every place that plays podcast this podcast is. So if you haven't subscribed, find your favorite podcasting app, subscribe there, rate and review this podcast. And if you like this podcast, I have another podcast called The S. Anthony Thomas Show on Anchor. So go subscribe to that too, you bastards. Much love to you all, and I will see you again next week. And here we go again. We're going to do it again. I'm going to say goodbye to you the way I always say goodbye to you, and I want you to say it back to me. You remember. It's been a little while, but you remember, don't you? We're going to do it on a count of 3. Are you ready? Of course you are. 1, 2, 3. S. Anthony out.
Go. S. Anthony Thomas. Go. S. Anthony Thomas. Go. S. Anthony Thomas. Go. S. Anthony Thomas. Go ahead and laugh. Go ahead and smile. Go ahead and giggle. We're gonna get wild. Go ahead and clap. Go ahead and cheer. We're gonna have a good time while up in here.